Now let me talk about the elasticity of supply. Now elasticity of supply essentially means the responsiveness of the quantity supplied to a change in one of the factors that determine supply. Now let me consider first the price elasticity of supply. Similar to what we discussed in the demand, that the elasticity of supply, price elasticity of supply can be a 0, a 1, infinity, or less than 1 or greater than 1. Now let me discuss each of them. Let me first discuss elasticity of supply being 0. Let me consider the supply here and the price on the y-axis. Elasticity of supply is going to be 0 at this point, which means that the supply is not going to respond to a change in the price. Essentially, let me take it as 8, let me take it as 1, 2 and 3. So the supply is not reacting to the change in price. At that moment we say that elasticity of supply is 0, which means that the supply does not react to a change in price. Now let me consider another scenario, that is a scenario of, let me first draw a graph. Elasticity of supply, elasticity of price being equal to 1. This is the supply, this is our price curve, which means that for every 1 unit increase, in the price, there is 1 unit increase in supply. For every 1 unit increase in price, there is 1 unit increase in supply. So with the change in supply is equal to the change in price, which means for every 1 unit increase in supply, increase in price, there is 1 unit increase in supply. Now let me consider another case where elasticity of price is less than 1. Take it as this on the y-axis, supply on x and price on y-axis. Now let me consider this case, and now let me consider this case. For now what happens in this case is that the for a very large increase in price, let me consider it out here. For a very large increase in price, there is a very small increase in the quantity supplied. A very small increase in the quantity supplied. When there is a for a very large increase in the price, there is a very small increase in the quantity supplied. At this moment, the elasticity of supply is less than 1. Let me make it a new graph for it. It's not showing the same one. Now this is my supply, this is my price. Now let me plot the points. Plot a point over here. No, here it is. So now for a large change in the price, there's a very small change in the quantity demanded. In this case, the elasticity of price is going to be less than 1, which means that the change in price is more than the change in supply. Now let me consider one more thing. If we want to extend this, if we extend this curve, it is going to cut the supply axis. Or the quantity axis. We dot it down. Now let me consider another case where the elasticity of supply is greater than 1. This is my supply axis, this is my price axis. I'm going to consider a scenario where elasticity of price is going to be greater than 1. And we consider this. Oh no. Let me make up a new graph. X, and this is my price. Now let me consider this case where elasticity of price is greater than 1. Now over here, the change in quantity is quite large as compared to the change in price. If we see here, the change in price is quite less as compared to the change in the quantity supplied. So when the change in the quantity supplied is more than the change in the price, we say the elasticity of price is greater than 1, and if we extend it, it's going to cut the price axis. And the last one that we have is the elasticity of supply being infinity. Oh, this is my supply and this is my price. So elasticity of supply being infinity, which means with a small change in the price, the supply is going to increase from 0 to infinity. So if I change a bit, and which means that nothing is going to supply at a lower price, but however, as a small change in the price, the supply producer is going to increase the supply from 0 to infinity.